It's a matter of life or death. Just be smart and stay home.
Off the roads. That is the message that we're hearing from officials in Minnesota this morning after an historic snowstorm looms over the Midwest. Now, the first wave of that multi-day snowstorm already pummeling the region this morning. Millions are seeing sloppy roads and blizzard conditions close behind. Reporter Mills Hayes joining us live from Minneapolis this morning. And Mills, this storm is about to go down in the history books. Just how much snow are we talking about here?
Yeah, Bill, we're looking at anywhere between 18 to 20 inches of snow. That's what some of the predictions look like. Right now, it's not really snowing too hard. There are little flurries that are coming down, but really what it's like right now is a waiting game. Everyone that I've spoken with at the gas stations, while I've been out and about walking, going to the gym and stuff, not a whole lot of people out on the roads, but everyone is telling me that they're just kind of waiting and seeing. I asked a few people if they thought that the businesses would be closing down a little bit earlier than usual today. Many of them have already pulled the plug and decided to close earlier than usual. Some are just waiting and seeing and watching because that second movement of the storm is supposed to get in a little in the early afternoon into the evening today, and that's going to make travel really, really difficult. As of right now, isn't a whole lot of traffic out on the road, like I said, but definitely people out and about trying to get some stuff done before that second wave really comes in tonight, Bill.
And if there's a town that knows how to deal with snow, it's Minneapolis. But is the city prepared for a storm of this magnitude? I guess it's good to see that folks are heeding the warning from officials and staying off the roads for the most part.
Yeah, definitely less traffic, but I will say people in Minnesota, the snow doesn't scare them. They are out and about just trying to get stuff done before that second wave comes in. But, you know, here in Minneapolis and in all the suburbs surrounding it, people really are prepared for stuff like this. I went around and shot some video earlier today, saw some people that were using their snow plows out by their homes, just getting really prepared and trying to dig up the snow from last night before the snow comes in this afternoon. But the snow plows have been out in full force. I was driving down the interstate earlier about an hour ago and saw at least 4 of them coming down at the same time. You guys can see some snow plows right here behind me too. So, I mean, this is a city, a state that is prepared for snow like this. You won't see it in many other states that will have this amount of snow plows ready to go and get out on the road. So haven't heard a whole lot of complaints about the interstates. Of course, those smaller back roads in the city are a little bit more difficult and tricky. A lot of people live on those roads. There's a street parking that can be really difficult for people. So those roads are going to be the hardest to get to, the ones that are going to see less of that snow plowed in the time that people really want it to be plowed. But a lot of people, like I said, are hunkering down, staying put.
Yeah, so Minnesota's governor declaring a peacetime emergency, activating the National Guard. So what role will they play?
That's going to be kind of a wait-and-see game as well, just trying to see what it looks like over the next few hours with the storm coming in. And then we'll kind of have to wait and see what the damage will look like to the roads, to maybe homes. And that's when we expect to see the National Guard come out if they're needed. Just really depends on how much snow comes down tonight and what kind of an impact it has on the roads and on the people that are driving, and whether or not they stay home and really heed that advice from people in public office. So we're going to have to wait and see. It really all just depends on what the next phase of the storm is going to look like later this afternoon.
Mills Hayes live in Minneapolis for us this morning. We appreciate you. Stay safe out there.